approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. And the Mustangs will put total leather and will get started. He'll bring it out. It's Newton. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Volunteers offense will have the football first. And guys, we talk about how tight ends are a quarterback's best friend. Boy, this guy may take friendship to a whole nother level.
Yeah, it's so nice to have a guy that the size, the athletic ability, and here's why it's always so good. Jesse, what do you want to do, man? Put a linebacker on them, put a safety on them. Nowadays, these guys can win, and it just really makes offense so much easier to run, and it goes pretty smooth.
Yeah, you're right. This guy is a matchup nightmare. And it seems like every week, defensive coordinators go in, and they don't respect his athleticism, and it ends up burning them. They're going to find out the hard way today. If they try to play him and match him up with linebackers and safeties, this dude makes defenses look silly.
They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there.
Well, you can see why Rocky Top is so excited about this guy. He's a home run waiting to happen. Not only can he run you over, but he can run around you, too. This is an offense that doesn't only have to throw the football to win games. They can run it, and they can get explosive plays because of this guy's speed skill set.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Tennessee. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive line. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel-type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
And the Volunteers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Mustangs offense has the ball for the first time. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
Caught in the backfield, it's Hudson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Mustangs moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. And here comes the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Quarterback may change this route. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. On the move at the 30. Out to the 35-yard line, and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The Vols in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass, it's Aguilar. The screen, and watch out. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
And the Vols will keep this drive going.
Yeah, nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
To the ground. He's got it again. Got enough for the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The 2024 season for Tennessee had some highs, wins over Bama, Florida, and Oklahoma. Man, it didn't end with a thud. They got clipped by the Ohio State buzzsaw and then suffered the big shocker of the offseason with Nico Iamaleava jumping into the transfer portal.
Yeah, I don't know that there was a more interesting offseason than in Knoxville. The quarterback spot, the drama, the back and forth, and Nico leaves, and then Joey Aguirre, who he goes to UCLA, Nico, and now the guy who transferred there transfers to Tennessee, so quarterback roulette, and Tennessee has a new guy.
There are things I expected to remain consistent, at least with Tennessee, though. Tim Banks is going to do a great job as defensive coordinator on that side of the ball, and you know Tennessee's going to run it as well. So I know a lot of question marks around the quarterback spot, but there are other facets to this team that make them very dangerous.
Run in the red zone, it's Lewis. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Handoff from the gun. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Might be calling a hot route. With the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal blocking.
Odd choice to take the penalty there. If you just take the loss, it also costs the offense down. Instead, they'll replay it. The Volunteers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Aguilar. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Unloads to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped. When he brought it out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. And the Mustangs in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards and Nealon on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Now the play fake. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down to the 26.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Right down the middle. He's got it. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. He's got it on the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The Mustangs come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Rides the back and leaves it. That defense in front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. And the Mustangs will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Oh, does he turn that loose down the middle? Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to throw. It's Aguilar. This one's complete. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his...
There he goes! He's at the 40.
explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Kentucky has the lead right now. Feels like it's been this way since the players took the pregame catwalk. But this has been a very close game. They're up by a field goal over Auburn. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Last season, Kevin Jennings took over as the SMU quarterback, and they went 11-1 before stumbling in the ACC championship game and in the college football playoff. What does he need to focus on in terms of improvement?
Just avoiding the turnovers, Reese. If Kevin Jennings does that, this offense is virtually unstoppable because of his ability to extend plays and create his accuracy thrown vertically down the field. SMU has everything they need. Rhett Lashley's going to have a lot of fun calling plays. If this guy takes that next step, watch out. This is a team vying for the college football playoff.
And that's not the worst place in the world to miss. Coaches will tell you, man, when you're going to take those deep shots and those fly routes down the field, if you're going to miss as a quarterback, you don't miss inside, and he misses outside a little bit. Like to give your receiver a better chance, but it's a good job missing outside.
So here is the Tennessee offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Looking downfield, it's Aguilar. Punts it out of the air. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to turn the corner on the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you don't always see tosses into the boundary. Most people want to go to the wide side of the field. Defense was ready. Not as much space when you go wide out there, but more importantly, the defense doing a great job winning, setting the edge, running to the football, shutting the toss down.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Staley. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. And this big orange offense getting it done in the passing game.
And great execution by the quarterback. And when you think about Tennessee offense, man, when they got their trigger man, and they've had some great ones, Peyton Manning, T. Martin, and Hooker had an unbelievable run. They find that guy, man, their offense is so hard to stop.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Caught behind the line, it's Thomas. At the 35, he's got room. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. Finds his man.
That's really nice fundamentals by a right-handed quarterback. Going to his left, getting the shoulder turned and the hips around, helping him make a very accurate throw.
And the Volunteers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's the handoff. Breaks the tackle. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. The Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal blocking. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. Wants to throw. It's Aguilar. Throws for the tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase. I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass.
A shot toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead's extended a little further. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They really need to find a way to generate some offense here, having fallen behind 13-zip. Snags a quick pass on the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Mustangs want to pick up the tempo. Back to pass on second down. Quickly complete. Breaks into the open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. New set of downs after the completion.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Mustangs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Dropping back, it's Jennings. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Snagged in the middle. It's Singleton. Touchdown, SMU! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bishop. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. And the Vols with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And now on second down for this offense. Leaves it with the running back. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Aguilar. Fires one high and deep. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense, they just can't find any answers.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Second down coming up. Wants to throw it. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man in the middle. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And the Volunteers are in the red zone. Give to the running back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit, and I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Into the end zone. Touchdown ball! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Tennessee, 20, SMU, 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Running back searching for a hole. He's stopped in the backfield again. This defense trying to send a message they'll have to carry into halftime. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Under fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying play action. Fires to the big fella. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They booted away on fourth down. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air, it's Aguilar. He rifles one deep down the middle. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Vols will kick it off to start the second half. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. Looking downfield on first down. Using the quick game. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The Mustangs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And the Mustangs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking for room. It's Harden. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Here's a heat. They get to him as he throws.
You got to wonder if this offense is going to go for it here. They're trailing now by a lot. I know there's a lot of football still to go, and I know they're on their own end of the field, but just kind of get the feeling their defense hasn't gotten a ton of stops. They may need to stay out there, and they're going to need this quarterback to make a play.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. So here is the Tennessee offense. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
It's caught downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. And the Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Staley.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Looking for a gap, it's Lewis. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get the third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Volunteers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Aguilar. Looking left. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
And the Volunteers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. He's looking downfield to throw. Finds a man on the right. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Skips away from pressure. Quickly to the tight end. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Vols kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He wants to change this route. They'll toss it to the left. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. Makes the grab. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. And the Vols will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Volunteers! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Complete to start this drive. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Mustangs will hustle to the line.
If you're going to get 1st downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
With the catch, it's Abbey. Well, that toe-tap catch had a little style, but not much substance on that.
No, the defense did a good job, too, using the sideline to their advantage. Using the sideline as a 12th man. There was nowhere for that receiver to go except get 1 foot down and get out.
And the Mustangs will try to pin them back with the punt. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. They'll leave it with him. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the...
Turning it on! He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
The Volunteers can really attack on this 2nd and short. give to the back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And the Volunteers have their offense in high gear. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. The give to the back. Got the first down and still on his feet. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Got it in the middle, it's Maryland. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've got hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
They need the 40 to convert here on third down. Looking to pass. It's Jennings. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens, and they get out of sync, and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
Complete out of the backfield. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. They'll give it to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right and they make a big play for this defense.
They've got it inside the 40 and the 39 as they pick up the first down.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they...
Oh, he's got some space. Oh, he got loose. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Man, this just starts to hurt your pride, right? You're down by several scores. It's in the fourth quarter, and they keep making big plays. This is something where you just got to buck up. You got to do something about it. You got to find something down deep and go make a play so you can get the ball back and maybe get back in this game.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
once you start getting closer to the end zone, you start bringing in more big bodies, right? They're going to run the football more. The field shrinks. I can run different coverages, but really nice job saying, that's fine. You bring in the big bodies. I'm going to toss the ball in the perimeter for a nice positive.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown ball. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. To the air, it's Jennings. Oh, they're after him. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. High in the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Catch in the middle. It's Harden. Just find a way to make that first tackler whip. He's out to the 21. The Mustangs come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Knight. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Mustangs line up to punt it away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Fighting off the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Lining up to convert 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Completes it in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it.
That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. They'll run the screen. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Punt is in the air. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. To the air, it's Jennings. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Finds his tight end. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Harden. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. The Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
How about the job by this defense? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy.
Hits him inside the 20, still going. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. That penalty moves the ball into the red zone. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Going for it all. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown and a little window dressing here at the end of the game.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Beasley. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.